The NASCAR Xfinity Series race officially concluded from the Charlotte ROVAL, and what looked like was going to be Parker Kligerman's first career NASCAR Xfinity Series win turns into a very controversial win for Sam Mayer. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. We just got done watching NASCAR Xfinity Series race in the Charlotte ROVAL, the NC Drive for the Cure 250. We had quite a bit to talk about from this race. Let's go and talk about it. So I'm going to cut straight to the end of the race and the controversy at the end. So coming to 3 laps to go in this race, Parker Kligerman had the lead over Sam Mayer, and those guys were on fresh tires, while Shane Van Gisbergen, who decided to stay out with about 10 laps to go, it looked like he was potentially going to have a chance to go to victory lane as he was running those guys down. They were battling up front for the lead. Sam Mayer was right there behind Parker Kligerman and was doing everything he could to try to get the lead from Parker. Sam had the fastest car pretty much all day long for the most part, while Kligerman was trying to hang on to get the victory as he had the race lead. We'll come into 2 laps to go, and coming into the final few corners, Liam Honeyman has a flat tire, locks the tires up, and is to turn 1 or turn 2 barriers, and gets stuck inside the tire barriers. And I'm watching the race, and the NASCAR doesn't throw the caution for 5 seconds, doesn't throw the caution for 10 seconds, doesn't throw the caution for 15 seconds. They wait until literally 1 second before Parker Kligerman comes across the checker flag, and they throw the caution. Initially, I'm thinking, what? He crossed the line. They were giving out the white flag. When you look at the replay, he did not cross the white flag, and they had to go to overtime. Once we got back, and let me get to the officiating stuff right here. There needs to be an overhaul in officiating. Absolutely 100%. So then we get to the final laps of this race. We go to the restart. Parker Kligerman on the inside, Sam Mayer on the outside. Mayer starting to have transmission issues. That's what they explained on the radio and everyone was listening to. Sam Mayer and Parker put on a really good show. They put on a really good side-by-side battle. And going into turn number 7 in the controversial area, Sam Mayer makes it to the inside of Parker Kligerman. There's really big contact, a little bit of contact, but fair racing, and Sam Mayer is able to clear for the lead. Parker Kligerman starts losing a ton of spots and loses a ton of track position, and he's able to get by and take the race lead, Sam Mayer. AJ Allmendinger tries to run down Sam Mayer, but it's not really enough to get there. And coming off the corner, Sam Mayer ends up picking up the victory and pulls off a clutch victory and ends up making it to the round of 8. A very controversial moment once again. Congratulations to Sam Mayer picking up his 3rd win. He had the fastest car in this race, in my opinion. I think you could say he deserved it, but it's a pretty unpopular victory considering the controversy. I'm going to say this real quick. Look, I think NASCAR should have thrown the caution. I think they should have gone to overtime because the car was stuck in the tire barrier. I don't think there's any denying that. The problem is they waited 30 seconds to throw the caution. If you clearly can see that Lee Honeyman is not going to back up and is still going to be sitting there. It seems like every freaking week we have some sort of stupid controversy or some stupid BS that ends up taking place. And I'm so sick and tired of NASCAR not trying to get it absolutely correct. Today, again, I think they made the right call to throw the caution, but they waited too long. They absolutely waited way too long. From last week's damage vehicle policy controversy to some other controversies, Matt DiBenedetto, Sheldon Creed, another controversy happened in this race. Sheldon Creed has an engine letting go after getting involved in the big wreck. I'll get to that here in just a second. Sheldon Creed's blowing up, down the front back straightaway. He's clearly going slow. NASCAR waits 2 laps after he's slow on the track, and they throw the caution. And they waited till also Riley Herbst was around that area, and basically those 2 days came to an end. Riley Herbst did get back on the racetrack, but Sheldon Creed was done for the day. He's clearly not moving, NASCAR, so what the hell are you doing to wait so long? Just very infuriating and really, really frustrating. Like I said, NASCAR officiating absolutely needs to get it together. It's unacceptable that every single week, it seems like, and most weeks in the second half of this year, we've had controversies. From 5 overtimes at one point at Nashville to all this kind of stuff. As a fan, it's getting really frustrating, and it's honestly just unacceptable for that to happen. I just don't understand it. It's every week we've got some sort of stupid controversy, and it's getting really infuriating and really, really frustrating. Nonetheless, let's talk about the winner of the race, Sam Mayer. Congratulations to him. He has advanced into the next round with a clutch win. He needed to come in this race pretty much to win, considering he was going up against guys like AJ Allmendinger, Shane Van Gisbergen in the race today. He had a really good chance to get it done, put himself right position, right time. Congratulations, Sam Mayer, on picking up his 3rd win of 2024. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the race results. I'll give my score and thoughts on today's race. So Sam Mayer picks up the win. AJ Allmendinger finishes second. Allmendinger is advanced to the next round, had a really good day, won a stage, had one of the best cars he's had in a long time, was one of the fastest cars in the race. Just didn't have enough for Sam Mayer at the end, but still a fantastic day nonetheless for AJ Allmendinger. He finishes in second. Shane Van Gisbergen finished third. He was my pick coming into the race. I don't know what's happened since the break, but the call of cars, at least his car, just did not have the pace and speed. And it looked like he was going to be in position to win the race, and they made a terrible strategy call. When the caution came out with about 10 laps to go, they basically decided to say out. I don't know what Kevin Walter was doing. They should have come down pit road. I get the pit crew has not been great today, and they were not very good, but just a stupid strategy call for them to not come down pit road. It cost him a shot. He still finished his third, a really good day, but unfortunately also cost him a shot at making it to the next round. Really frustrating for Shane Van Gisbergen, who had one of the best cars today. Didn't have the car to beat AJ or Sam, but still a really good day for Shane. It's still been a great year nonetheless. We'll talk about that in a video later today, but he finished his third. Solid day, but not the best day for Shane Van Gisbergen. Austin Hill finished his fourth. Solid day for Austin Hill. The 21 car had top 10 speed majority of the day. Ran up front. Solid top 5. Good day for Austin Hill. Chandler Smith finished fifth, one of his best road course races of the year. He was in the top 5 majority of the event, had solid pace and speed throughout the race, showed some really good speed on the racetrack. He finishes fifth. Solid day for him. Sixth place finisher Parker Kligerman. I feel horrible for Parker. He had this race won. And again, NASCAR just with a terrible controversy, man. Just something that was completely avoidable. They shouldn't have avoided all that controversy that happened. Screwed Parker. I feel terrible. He was in position to win this race. Had led a ton of laps. Looked like he was going to go to victory lane. I feel horrible for Parker. He ends up finishing 6th because of some stupid controversy. Justin Allgaier finished 7th. Allgaier ran up front, was leading some laps. He does advance to the next round. I think he had enough points to make it to the next round. Just not enough to get the win, but a solid day for him. He finishes in 7th. Josh Liggy finished 8th. Want to give him a shout out. He ran really, really well in the race today. Had a really strong car. Led a ton of laps in the middle portion. Just didn't have the car to get back up front at the end, but still a really solid day for Josh. He finishes 8th. Eric Almirola finished 9th. Quiet day for him. Got spun out at one point in this race, but he did recover, get a solid top 10 finish. Good day for Eric Almirola in top 10. And Sammy Smith finished 10th. Quiet day for him, but of course already advanced after winning Talladega last week. A solid run for him. He finishes in 10th. Brandon Jones finished 11th. Parker Reslap finishes 12th. Cole Custer with a very disappointing day for him. He finished 13th, but does advance to the next round. Alex Abey finished 14th. He got spun out at one point in this race. Jeb Byrne finished 15th. Anthony Alfredo finishes 16th. Ryan Seek finished 17th in the 28 car. Connor Mosack finished 18th. He led a few laps near the end, but came down pit road to get fresh tires. He finishes in 18th. Jesse Love finished 19th. Came down pit road and did just enough to make it to the next round. A solid day for him. Was up front in the top 10. Did get into some controversy with Sheldon Creed. He finishes in 19th. And Jeremy Clements finished 20th. Preston Pardis finished 21st. Matt DiBenedetto threw out a caution around lap 35. He finished 22nd. Kyle Seek finished 23rd. Dawson Cram finished 24th. Nathan Burr finished 25th. Brad Perez finished 26th. Dylan Lupton finished 27th. The 15-car course replacing Haley Deegan for a bit. He finished 27th. Lenny Honeyman finished 28th. After basically crashing into the tire barrier there, throwing out that big caution, he finished 28th. Sage Carey finished 29th. Austin Green had an engine failure. He was running inside the top 15 early in the race. He finished 30th. Ryan Ellis finished 31st. Riley Hurts finished 32nd. Let's talk about the big wreck that happened. So basically what happened was on lap 32 to 33, he was battling Anthony Alfredo for around 10th position. Riley Hurts' car was just not good all day long. He struggled for a majority of the race and basically just had nothing he could do at the end to get up there. He got into controversy, but Anthony Alfredo was side by side, and they basically were going in the same corner, trying to get the same real estate. And unfortunately, Riley Herbst caused a big incident, took him out of the race and a bunch of other guys. So it took Riley Herbst also out of playoff contention. He tried to go a few more laps, but the drive shaft broke. And they did get back in the race, but unfortunately finished many laps down. He finished 32nd. Blaine Perkins finished 33rd. Thomas Annunziata, after running hard into the tire barrier, he finished 34th. That was a caution and unfortunately cost SVG a shot at the win. Sheldon Creed finished in 35th. He had that engine failure and got involved in that big accident and took him out of contention. Josh Williams finished in 36th. Ed Jones finished 37th. And Brennan Poole finished last in 38th place. So now we're going to talk about the overall race as a whole. I'll give my score and thoughts on today's race. Before the controversy and the controversial ending to this race, I think this race honestly was really shaping up to be really good. It was improving throughout. You had a lot of great racing up front. I thought today's Xfinity race was really entertaining, going to be probably more entertaining than the Cup race will be tomorrow. No disrespect to the Cup car, but the next-gen car really doesn't race that great. But I thought the racing today was very, very solid up to the end of it, and you had a really intriguing finish. You weren't sure if Parker Kligerman was going to be able to make it. You weren't sure if Sam Mayer was going to make it to the end because of the transmission issues. And then, unfortunately, like I said, the terrible officiating that really took place. Again, they need to clean it up. And unfortunately for me, that dropped my score before the officiating. I was going to give this race probably a 9 out of 10, but because of the terrible officiating, it's going to drop the score down to a 7.5 out of 10. It's a shame because the race was going so well. It was a very entertaining race for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I still think the Xfinity Series puts on the best product, but they've got to get away from all these controversies with the officiating because it seems like every week we got some sort of stupid controversy going on, and it costs them a shot there. So unfortunately, the 4 guys that got eliminated from the round, Parker Kligerman needed to go in this race thinking basically was in a must-win situation, had to get it done, unfortunately just got beat at the end because of terrible officiating. Shane Van Gisbergen, who I had picked coming into the weekend, just didn't have the car. They need to change the crew chiefing stuff over there because Kevin Walter is not a great crew chief in my opinion. They just didn't have the car capable of winning today. I guess they basically kind of, I don't know, not going to say sabotage or anything, but I feel like they tried to help AJ a lot more there. And then Sheldon Creed and Riley Hurts were taken out of contention from the big wreck and incident, so those 4 guys go out. So that means now we're going to be going into the round of 8, and I think it's going to be very intriguing to see how it goes. And we're, of course, going to Vegas next week, which is going to be really exciting. Again, I thought the race was good until the end, and the officiating really needs to clean it up because the officiating has been absolutely horrendous and really awful, in my honest opinion. So, that is going to be it for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from the Charlotte ROVAL. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, and if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support on Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's race. Your thoughts on today's race, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Sam Mayer on winning a controversial race at the Charlotte ROVAL. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Later tonight on the channel, see a Shane Van Gisbergen video talking about his performance at the Charlotte ROVAL. Tomorrow, you'll see the starting lineup video for the Bank of America Road 400, and you also will see the Cup race review, and if SVG wins, we'll do a video on that as well. Monday, we're going to have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days, because there's been some interesting stuff from this weekend, and there's to be some other content. There's probably going to be an entry list video for Las Vegas, so expect it on the channel over the course of the next couple days. So anyways, like I said, and we'll probably have to talk about guys like Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, all those guys, and Bubba Wallace and Carl Edwards and all those people this week too. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.